59 Sports. This is Football Friday Night, powered by Royal Spa and the Way-Skillman Auto Group.
Inside the Fox 59 studio, welcome to Football Friday Night. I'm Dave Griffithson. Finally, the entirety of Indiana Prep football is in the postseason as 6A and 5A joined in this evening. Let's check out what's on tap tonight. We'll check in with the reigning champions in 3 separate classes. And in 5A, our top-ranked Cathedral and top 5 Decatur Central still on a collision course in their sectional. We'll see. Also announced 2 new nominees for the Shelbourne Knee Center Play of the Game. And off the gridiron, look forward to this weekend's race for Riley. Those stories plus back to the gridiron. The Colts are back from the bye, traveling to Detroit this weekend. Coach Frank Reich, he's coming up in just about 15 minutes' time. Carmel capped the 20-teens last year with their 3rd state championship of the decade. The Greyhounds are 6th in the polls entering the playoffs, but underrated perhaps? They've won 6 straight. 1 lost. It's important to say the right one. They've won 6 straight, started by a double overtime victory over Pike in December, and it's a rematch with those Red Devils in store for the Hounds tonight. They pick things up with Carmel leading 17-zip. Pike trying to rally. Akeem Abdur-Rahim floating one to Lamar Eccles Jr. who comes down with it. Pike's hanging around. It's 17-7. Red Devils force a turnover on down, so a chance to cut into the lead further, but picked off. That's Owen Schaefer. Setting up the Greyhounds at the beginning of the 4th quarter, Zach Osborne. Play action fast, down the sideline, Zach White the catch, and the big dude makes a nice move to get in the end zone. 38-22, Carmel with the win. Southport hosting Ben Davis on the south side this evening. 21-0 BD in the second. The Giants are looking for more. Juwan Swanson to Dylan Moore. Moore, the catch. He's just going to keep running until he finds a little space he likes and shake it like you like it. Southport, Gage Nelson rumbling back the other way through the Giant defense into the end zone. Makes it 28-7, but Ben Davis too strong tonight. Swanson finding more receivers than just Dylan Moore. A wide open Donnell Mason there for the touchdown. BD 54-14. It's the Mudsock game, round 2 between Hamilton Southeastern and Fishers this season. Second play from scrimmage for the Tigers, the underdog Tigers tonight. Carson Dunn takes the toss and he gone. 78-yard sprint to the house. Fishers 7-0 early. But the Royals answer. John McCall going deep. Dylan Connor hauls it in. 37-yard strike ties the game up at 7. To the second quarter we go. McCall calling his own number. Takes it into the end zone to build a 21-7 lead, but Fishers comes back. 34-29, the Tigers get the upset win. More 6A scores. Number 1, Center Grove. No trouble with Columbus North, 42-7. Number 2, Westfield shuts out Noblesville, 35-0. Lawrence Central, Lawrence North, all LN 52-19. And Warren Central comes back on North Central, 20-17. Brownsburg split last year's 2 matchups against Westside rivals Avon. They won the one that mattered most in the playoffs. This year, the Dogs won in the regular season. So trying to buck the trend of last year, could they make it a clean sweep visiting the Orioles tonight? Clayton Peters for Avon. Into the end zone to put the Orioles up 31-21 in the 4th quarter. The Dogs would go all the way down the field. Cale Gardner pounds it in to tie it up with about 3 minutes left. Brownsburg would force a punt, and after a few big runs, Spencer Porath, with 9 seconds left in the game, hits the go-ahead field goal, and Brownsburg wins 34-31. Thrilling game. Bloomington North visiting Evansville North. Huskies coming out onto their home field tonight. BN. Reese Lozano passes to Aaron Steinfeld. Steinfeld gets some space down the sideline, inside the 5-yard line, taken down. They would score shortly thereafter. Ethan Bawdy now for Evansville North. Passing, but Tyree Rochelle jumps in front of it. Rochelle has blockers going back the other way. No one going to be able to take him down. Into the end zone for the score. 55-41, just gone final a short time ago. Bloomington North with the win. Bloomington South also on the road in Evansville, visiting Castle. Everyone fired up. Panthers with the ball and moving the ball. DJ Bull to Maddox Blackwell. Nice gain to keep those chains moving and keep the offense on the field. But then the Panthers going back to the air, get picked off by the Knights in the end zone. Bloomington South could never find the end zone again. Castle wins 28-0. Top-ranked in 5A, Cathedral lost its regular season finale, Battle of the Titans, a showdown with 6A number 1 Center Grove. So would that affect the Irish tonight, opening the postseason at Terre Haute South? Opening drive here, Cathedral goes right down the field. Nathan McCahill rolling out, finds Parker Spalacy in the end zone. 2-point conversion good as well. It's 8-0. Next drive, more of the same. McCahill to David Perry. Perry streaking through the middle of the field for the touchdown. It's 15-0. They didn't need offense on their third quote-unquote possession, did Cathedral. That's a punt return to the house. See you later. Gone. No one can catch up with the Irish tonight. 57-18 is the final. Cathedral moves on next to play the winner here, Decatur Central or Plainfield. Who's it going to be? DC top 5 in Class 5A. Quakers, though, get into the end zone here on the short yardage carry. Juan Nito, and Plainfield has the lead. Decatur Central's turn, though. They go down the field, short yardage carry themselves. The fullback Jaden Evans in for the score. Matching scores first 2 possessions. Decatur Central ball again. Quarterback Peyton Horsley looking to pass. Nowhere to go, so tuck and run. Shows those legs work as well. Good solid gain. Eventually taken down. That led to another short run. Decatur Central too strong, 56-37. 5A action in Zionsville tonight. The Eagles hosting West Lafayette's Harrison High School. Eagles by 10 at the half. Third quarter, Colin Price breaks free on the handoff and falls into the end zone. 28-yard score makes it 23-6. Harrison on offense trying to match him but struggling all night. Credit to the Zionsville defense here. That's Luke Nolan chasing down the Harrison quarterback, and moments later when the Eagles have the ball, it's Price again coming near side and high-stepping his way into the end zone. 33-21 is Zionsville. To Class 4A, where few are playing better than Roncalli right now. 8-1 in the regular season, 7 straight wins. Looking to keep the train on the tracks, visiting Beech Grove. Rebels with the ball in the first quarter. Aiden Leffler back to pass. Little QB waggle finding his man, Caden Gore. Down inside the red zone, and from there, Baron Hubler pounding it through the middle for 6. Roncalli's on top. Beech Grove, though, responds. Gavin Mitchell scrambling for his life there in the backfield, chucks it up, and a tremendous one-handed catch from Jordan Murphy for the touchdown. We might see that later in the show. Roncalli right back at it. Hubler breaking free and breaking Hornet tackles. Hubler showing some nice moves down the field. Is taken down at the 1-yard line. Roncalli would shortly punch it in, and the Rebels move on 57-7. To 3A now. Cardinal Ritter hosting Danville this evening. The home Raiders have 4th down right here in the third quarter. Jacob Comer busting through the line, forcing the fumble. Ritter recovers, but the damage is done. That's a turnover on downs. Warriors get the ball. Cale Payne passing. Tyler Dostin catching. Makes it 30-0 at that point. The Raiders need some big plays, but Jacob Comer is living in the backfield for the Danville defense tonight. 38-0, Danville Warriors moving on. Top-ranked reigning champs 3A Bishop Chatard facing Guerin Catholic. Those Golden Eagles got an upset over West Lafayette last week. Similar mind tonight. Jaeger Albert untouched into the end zone for Guerin Catholic. That tied things up at 7. But then the Chatard offense caught fire. How about 5 unanswered touchdowns? This one from Matt Coons. Coons stays in bounds down the sideline, and no one's catching him. 42-7, Bishop Chatard.